YouTube, it's Phoenicia. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Before we get started here, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can continue to see more content from me. And if you really want to be my friend, please go ahead and tap that notification bell so that you're notified every time I post a new video. So guys, let's just get right into it today. So I wanted to do a first look at the Gucci GG Ophidia tote in the medium size. And if you didn't know already, this is a bag that's on my wish list. So let's take a look at it and see if it's something that I should go ahead and add to the collection or not. So the first thing that you'll probably notice about the Ophidia medium GG tote is there's a lot of similarities to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. So if you're looking for an alternative to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, then this might be a great option for you. Now, this color, this beige and blue Supreme, it just recently came out. I actually went into the store recently. I'll insert a photograph, and they had one left of the blue and beige, and then they had several of the classic color that I'm going to show you here. And I just wanted to get an idea of how they both look in person, so I'll be better equipped when I'm ready to make my decision. And this is the beige and ebony. But let's go ahead and look at some of the details of the bag before we start kind of comparing and contrasting everything. So this bag is made with a canvas material, and it has a leather trim. And as far as the measurements are concerned, it's 15 inches wide, 11 inches high, and 5.5 inches in diameter. So again, it's pretty similar to the Neverfull in size. It just doesn't have a pouch with this particular model. And of course, the Neverfull comes with a pouch. So as you can see from all angles, it is a beautiful bag. I love how it's kind of modern, but it's kind of vintage. It's classic Gucci, if you ask me. And yeah, I think anybody would be pretty happy to have it in their collection. So the details below said the model is about 5'10". That's roughly the same height I am. I'm just a lot more curvier than this model, but I think you get an idea of how it might look on somebody that's about my height. I was able to notice in the store, which it says here also, but this one has a magnetic closure. It's pretty much open at the top, so there's no zipper. Nothing to close the entire bag, but the magnet seemed pretty strong, and I like that it kind of catches by itself, so you don't really have to worry about it just being completely open. But yeah, the bag is not going to be fully secured, so if you drop it or if you're driving and you come to a quick stop, you're probably going to lose some items on the floor. But again, that's not a big deal breaker for me. It's, kind of comes along with the territory for these types of totes. And I will say, um, I'm not a person that has to have a zipper for my tote bags, because for some reason, when you give the tote bags a zipper, it makes it look more like a diaper bag to me. For most bags, once you add that zipper, it looks more like a diaper bag. So this one, it could certainly pass for a diaper bag or be used for a diaper bag, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's made for the purposes of being a diaper bag. One thing that also kind of worries me just a little bit is how well the red and green strip um, might hold up, because of course that's made from fabric, maybe a cotton or something, as opposed to the rest of the bag being leather and canvas. We all know canvas is pretty durable compared to a lot of other fabrics, and if you spill something on it, you can usually just wipe it up. But again, my concern is if you sit the bag down somewhere that's wet or where something is spilled, if the red and the green stripe might get stained or ruined. And even if it'll be subject to peeling over time, you know how when the fabric kinds of starts to ball up a little bit and forms those little balls. I wonder if this could happen over time with this little strip. Probably not anything to be worried about, but again, it's something I would think about when you're preparing to invest into this particular bag. But other than that, I think it would be a great size to travel with and a great size for everyday use. I mean, it could obviously, I know, easily fit like a 13-inch laptop, maybe a 14 or 15-inch as well. It can easily fit a standard size iPad and your daily essentials. So I definitely think it would be a good alternative again to the Neverfull. One other thing that I like about this bag is the strap drop is going to be greater than what is provided on the Neverfull. So if you have problems like putting on or keeping the Neverfulls to sit on your shoulder, you might have a little bit of an easier time with this bag. I know sometimes if I'm wearing a coat or a bulky sweater or just anything that's not necessarily thin, and I like to wear a lot of layers, so sometimes my clothing gets bulky. I know sometimes it can be a little bit problematic with keeping the Neverfull on my shoulder. I typically would have to carry it like top handle style or in the crook of my arm. And if you've got a lot of stuff in your bag, it gets kind of heavy and it kind of defeats the purpose of wanting a tote that you can toss on your shoulder. But again, I don't think I would have that issue with the Ophidia medium tote. So all in all, I'm pretty excited about potentially adding this bag to my collection. This denim and ivory color seems to be pretty popular. I've seen several videos of it, and it's a very beautiful bag as well. I think I would prefer to have the traditional style with the brown and the ebony. And like I mentioned before, the blue and beige is really pretty. I've been going back and forth as to whether I should, you know, add this one on my wish list instead of the traditional brown and ebony. But I think I'm still leaning more towards the brown and ebony. Now, the other one that I was considering is let me, it's this one with the white handles. I think this one is gorgeous. I think I like it a little bit more than the one with the brown leather handles. Just don't know how clean I might be able to to keep the white handles. I mean, it's very pretty. Um, I don't know, guys. And I did get a glimpse of it in the store. It's a gorgeous bag. I wish I could just go ahead and buy like two or three of them. I don't think that would be a smart thing for me to do because I don't leave the house that much. And yeah, I probably don't need two of the exact same bags. But before I let you guys go, I'm gonna show you the other one that I was considering here. The black leather one is just simply gorgeous. I love this bag. And if I did not already have the Neverfull in the black empreinte leather version, I would get this one. I would get this one. This bag like looks amazing to me. Is it yeah. um I'd love to add this one into my collection, but it's not really similar, but for all intents and purposes, it's kind of similar to the black Neverfull that I have. So, if you don't already have a similar Neverfull and you need a black tote for your collection, I would consider this one, especially if price was a factor, because the empreinte leather one, I want to say is about $2,800 right now, and this one is $2,100. So obviously this one costs a little bit less, Now you don't get the pouch with this one, you get the pouch with the Neverfull, however. So I guess not too much of a difference in the grand scheme of things, but again, if I did not already have a black tote, I would look at this one. And this is just the Ophidia medium tote in black leather. Now, let's just quickly go back to the beige and ebony, the one that we are looking at, the one that's on my wish list. And yeah, so tell me, what do you guys think? The last thing that I'm not too thrilled about with this bag is the interior. Let's see if we can. Now, every video that I've watched and everybody that I know has one, they say the interior is very nice. Um, I believe it's made from a suede-like material, maybe microfiber, but it's supposed to give luxury vibes, so I'm not worried about the quality at all. I just don't really like the color. It's almost like a salmon color. Um, I think they could have chosen a different color for the interior, but nobody's going to really be seeing it. I personally don't use a lot of bag organizers. I pretty much compartmentalize everything. So I have a little bag for this and a little bag for that, and I tend to do away with the organizers. So, with that being said, I would have to look at the interior every day. It's not a deal breaker, it's just a personal preference that I think the interior should have been another color. But other than that, again, I know I've said it a couple of times already. This bag really meets the most of the marks for me. I also like that these little gold pieces. Oh my God, what do you call that? I just drew a blank. But I like the handles, the little metal pieces on the handles. I'm always a little bit concerned, again, with the Neverfull, that the handles might come off. I know it shouldn't. I've heard a few people saying that their handles came off. I don't know if their bag was defective or if they just packed it with too much things. But just if I had to guess, I would say the handles on the Gucci medium tote are going to be pretty sturdy. They just look well made, and you get a little bit extra strap drop. And all in all, I think it's a good tote. I think it's a good tote. And I don't want to sound like I'm comparing or using Louis Vuitton as the baseline for everything, but I think we can't really talk about this bag without mentioning the Louis Vuitton tote, because it's kind of like, the gold standard for totes in the luxury world, whether you like it or not. So if you're considering the Louis Vuitton Neverfull and you want to compare or consider other bags, this is definitely one that I would consider. It is personally on my wish list. I do have Neverfulls in my collection, but I am looking to possibly add this baby right here to my collection as well. Please let me know what you think. Would you add this bag to your collection, or is it a pass for you? Let me know what you think. And with that being said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you guys next time.